Hi everyone, this is your daily weather hazard briefing from the National Weather Service office here in Pocatello, Idaho for Wednesday, March 27th. We've got a very brief break from some of our active weather early this morning, but as we get into the middle half of the day and really second half of today, that will change as more moisture is headed our way. So hope you're ready for some more rain showers and snow showers. So we are going to continue to see periods of rain and snow on and off really through the rest of this week and even into the weekend. Again, mainly dry early this morning. Showers will return as we get into the afternoon, evening from west to east, and then continue throughout tonight through Thursday and really even into very early Friday morning. It will be breezy too, with wind gusts generally 25 to 35 miles per hour. A little bit breezier tomorrow though, so a few more spots could get closer to 40 mile per hour wind gusts. Snow levels generally running from about 5,500 to 6,000 feet. And then showers are going to continue Friday and Saturday again, with those snow levels continuing to rise just a bit more. So here is a look at satellite early this morning, looking at the Pacific Northwest. You can see at least Idaho very early is relatively quiet. We do have a few low clouds out there, but more moisture is going to be streaming in from the west as we go through the day today, in part because, we'll switch to the next slide, another satellite view here showing that low pretty tightly wrapped up just off of the coast there of the Pacific Northwest. That is going to hang out there really through today and most of tomorrow before it slowly drops southward, but you can see it's gearing up to bring more of that moisture right to our doorstep as we get into the second half of today and then through tonight and Thursday. So here's a look at your weather risk outlook grid. Overall, for most of us, impacts will be little to none, but as you go up in elevation, where we are going to see a little bit more snow, most of that snow will be falling above pass level. However, a lot of our mountain passes will probably end up with, give or take, about 4 to 6 inches of snow over the next 24 to 36 hours or so. A little bit of a break as we get into Friday and Saturday, just kind of some spotty activity before kind of another push of moisture to end the weekend. Here's a look at our highs today. Down here in the Snake Plain and Magic Valley, a lot of us in the mid 40s to some low and even mid 50s in some of the warmer areas. Outside of that, though, as you get up in elevation, temperatures more so in the upper 30s to low and mid 40s. Here's a look at some of those wind gusts this afternoon. Again, a lot of us ranging from about 20 to 30 miles per hour today. Snowfall amounts as we go into this evening and tonight. Before midnight, really, most of the heavy snow hasn't fallen at that point. Again, this is going to move in from west to east. So once we get past midnight, probably that midnight to 6 a.m. or even midnight to midnight time frame is when a lot of us are going to see some of that heavier snow up in the mountains. Again, that's through the central mountains, the Sawtooths, and then over into parts of the Bear River Range, the Big Hole Mountains, and farther east into the Tetons. But that's really going to be kind of after the midnight period. So up until midnight tonight, most of us about an inch or less. You get a little bit higher up on some of the peaks. You get closer to maybe 3-4 inches. But by the time we get to Thursday morning, temperatures for most of us are going to be falling back down into the upper 20s to low and mid 30s. This is going to be kind of a critical time frame for us to watch through Idaho Falls and Pocatello. At this point, temperatures are warm enough to support all rain, but if we can mix in some snow or even drop our temperatures a few degrees to get more snow than rain, we could see on the high end up to about an inch or so of snow by early Thursday morning in that section of I-15. There's probably about a 30 to 40% chance of that happening. So as we get into the snowfall amounts for Thursday into Friday, that's kind of the more active time period for us. Thursday, the wetter day of the next couple here. Again, it's really as you go up in higher elevation that you're going to see more of that snow. Right around pass level for most of our mountain passes, you're looking probably around 4 to 6 inches of snow. Again, get a little bit higher up on Teton Pass, closer to 8 to 10 inches of snow. parts of the Bear River Range, and really just up into the peaks of the mountains, you'll probably be pushing closer to 10 inches of snow, up to about a foot. Again, that's way up there, though. Island Park, probably closer to about 6 inches of snow there, so we'll have to watch the Ashton Hill area too. Again, right now, like we mentioned, we currently have less than an inch, or basically zero snow through Pocatello, Blackfoot, Idaho Falls, even up to Rexburg. That's probably the area of greatest uncertainty at this point, where again, just a couple degrees cooler could be the difference of no snow to up to about an inch. As we get into Thursday afternoon, though, temperatures are warming back into the 40s for most of us. So down here in the valleys, expect all rain to be falling through the better part of Thursday. As far as potential rainfall totals, a lot of us probably looking about 0.2 to 0.3 of an inch. Again, some of that just kind of depends. Most of this looks like fairly stratiform rain, but could get a couple of showers that are a bit heavier in some spots. Wind gusts are going to pick up on Thursday, too. Now, the strongest wind gusts don't quite coincide with the heaviest snowfall period, but it's close. So I would still expect a little bit of some blowing and drifting snow in some of the higher elevation areas. But down here in the valleys, we're looking at wind gusts about 35, potentially up to 40 miles per hour. As we get into Friday morning, temperatures are going to be colder on the backside of this. Most of us falling down into the 20s early Friday morning. By Friday afternoon, though, temperatures are holding fairly steady for most of us, warming back into the 40s once again. So our active weather certainly not done yet. Most of the snow is going to be falling in some of the higher elevations. Little to no snow down here in the valleys, but again, we're going to keep a close eye on that, with just a couple degrees in temperature being the difference of no snow to a little bit of snow. It'll be breezy today. Winds will pick up a little bit more on Thursday, and then once we kind of get a little bit of a break on Friday, we've got more weather headed our way, or more active weather, I should say, headed our way as we get into the weekend. Of course, you can always find us on social media for the latest weather information, or online, or give us a phone call or send us an email. Have a great day.